Now here is an interesting fragrance, perhaps even a little anomalous. This one by Andraus Parfum is called Sugarland. Samy Andraus is a YouTuber himself. He has his own brand. I'm going to drop a link to his channel down below. He is wonderful. I have covered fragrances from his brand in the past. Here we have a fragrance that is fresh, citrusy, marine aromatic, yet sweet, woodsy, and ambery at the same time. Quite an interesting blend. I'm excited to give you my thoughts on the fragrance very soon, so make sure to stay tuned. Now, before I begin today's episode and I give you my thoughts on Sugarland by Andraus Parfum, I'll tell you about the smell, the performance, longevity comparisons. I overdosed on this stuff yesterday. I sprayed on so much of it and it's super long lasting. I'll tell you all about the experience in just a little while. But before I start the video, I want to mention that if you're a fan of fragrance reviews, top 10 lists, seasonal lists, giveaways, unboxings, all that good stuff, hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, and give this video a thumbs up for the YouTube algorithm as well. It would really mean a lot to me. So bergamot, grapefruit, lemon, marine notes, you have sandalwood, amber, woodsy tendencies in the dry down. You have some spices in here like cardamom. You have a vanillic base. You have a touch of apple. You also have some aromatic ingredients like sage. You also have lavender. So it's a really densely populated note breakdown. And then of course, on top of everything, you have the namesake of the perfume, which is sugar. So you have sugar, caramel. You definitely have this dulcet personality working its way into the perfume as well. Really interesting blend. I'm going to tell you all about the smell. Let's take a quick look at the presentation first. So like the name implies, this fragrance does open up quite sugary. So you have this sugar accord. You also have a touch of caramel. It's not a salty caramel, and I've encountered a lot of spicy caramel scents, salty caramel scents, some vanillic caramel scents. So they tend to go in a few different directions. But of course, this one containing vanilla, it also has that amber accord. So it's quite warm. You have the sandalwood. You have a lot of other really powerful ingredients in the base, but it's not about the base just yet. It opens up with this overarching freshness, the bergamot, the grapefruit, the marine notes, the aquatic tendencies. And of course, that's something that could potentially come across rather salty as well, but it doesn't. It comes across very fresh. I do think there's a touch of darkness in here though. And it's interesting because it's this sugary darkness, but you give it a chance to settle down and you're almost thinking of like a really strong, really concentrated Y by Yves Saint Laurent. So it has that mass marketed, mass appeal complement factor of something like Y, but it's almost like a niche version of Y. It's really hard to explain. It does open up very strong, very powerful, very robust. The aromatic tendencies, along with the apple note, really puts me in the mindset of like something like a Y by Yves Saint Laurent. But again, that sugar, the caramel, the vanilla in the base. So this one is kind of a triptych in terms of the structure. So it opens up with this overarching freshness, and then it has these fruity aromatic tendencies, and then you kind of have like the sugary ambery base, and that's how it dries down. So from start to finish, head to toe, alpha to omega, this stuff is awesome. Of course, it also has some of those sweeter personalities in here, something like I want to say Invictus Legend by Paco Rabanne. I could be getting that wrong. Or even something like a Bad Boy by Carolina Herrera. So it does have a little bit of like that dark, almost chocolatey personality. Chocolate or cocoa or cacao are not ingredients in this note breakdown, but it does have a bit of that dark personality as well. So all in all, it's spicy, but only in the way of cardamom, not like a black or pink pepper or anything like that. It is decently aromatic, so makes it great for the office. And like I said, I wore this in abundance yesterday and it was just wafting off my skin. I did 3 or 4 sprays on my shirt as well, and it was booming. Honestly, I was smelling it all day long, and I suspect that even when I wash that t-shirt, I'm still gonna smell it post-wash because of how strong it is. Check it out, Sugarland. Really interesting. It's not all about the sugar, right? It does have some other facets that put it in that complement factor zone or modality. So try it for yourself and see if it's something that caters to your personal taste. There's going to be a coupon code down below as well that's going to get you a really nice discount off this perfume if you're interested in checking it out. Let's go ahead and finish things off with my overall assessment. So first up, in terms of the uniqueness and the overall smell, I mean, I made a couple of comparisons to Why by Yves Saint Laurent or even Bad Boy by Carolina Herrera, but neither one of those does this justice. It is its own unique fragrance. It stands on its own two legs. I just wanted to create these loose frames of reference just so you're in the general mindset of what to expect. Longevity on this stuff, 10 plus hours, if not longer. Of course, I sprayed it on right around 1 or 2 before I went to get my daughter from school, and so I didn't wear it for the entire day from like 6 a.m. to like midnight, but you know, it did last a very long time on my skin. I suspect you're gonna get, you know, 10 plus hours from this one. Super strong. Projection was outrageously strong for the first hour and a half of application. It radiated well beyond an arm's length. Elbows length scent right around hour 7.5 or 8. Skin scent right around hour 10 or 11, depending on your skin chemistry, of course. In terms of the versatility, I can see people arguing that it leans traditionally masculine. Of course, these are just recommendations. Wear what you want and wear what makes you happy. If it caters to your personal taste, and that need be the only barometer in deciding, you know, what you're going to wear and what you're not going to wear. But great for hot and cold weather, I would say. Great for formal and casual scenarios. And I think this one would appeal to anybody of any age. Presentation on this one is really nice as well. The distribution on the atomizer is really cool. I think that sugar cane here on the front on the graphic here, so there's a sleeve, and the whole presentation for the fragrance is very nice. Eau de puff, extrait de parfum strength, pardon me. My final verdict on this fragrance is super strong, sugary, a little spicy, aromatic, ambery, vanillic, woodsy, oceanic, citrusy. It goes in every direction. Try it for yourself. Patrick Bodefy is the perfumer. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please do consider supporting the channel by subscribing to it, hit the bell, and please give this video a thumbs up. It would really mean a lot to me. Thank you again for watching. I love you all, and we'll see you tomorrow with a new episode. Bye.